For home version we use any available glassware, so this time we'll use mason jar. I'm gonna use this small plate for salt, and I would recommend to use coarse sea salt instead of fine crystals. And to make good looking salt cream you need no more than just 1 tablespoon. Let's get our famous cutting board, 1 fresh lime, and of course roll it a little bit to make it juice easier. Cut it in half. Now rim the glass with lime juice and dip into our salt plate. But take your time, move it around, make sure there is plenty of salt on your rim. Well, if yours looks something like that, well done, now we can start making a cocktail. Now fill up glass full of regular ice. For home version we don't have any specific spirit preferences, usually we use whatever you have at home, but in this case I would recommend to use 100% Blue Agave Tequila, but this is totally up to you. Also forget about bar tools, this shot glass perfectly can measure 1.5 ounces. Let's bring our fresh lime that we cut in the beginning, and you can use squeezer, but I'm just gonna squeeze by hands, and we need 1/2 ounce of lime juice. Now let's bring this very underrated ingredient that make this cocktail so delicious and so special, grapefruit juice, and we need total 3 ounces. Before we pour last ingredient, let's add few more pieces of ice on top, and now we're going to fill it up all the way to the top with club soda. I'm gonna be using cube mixers. Using tablespoon, I'm going to gently stir it. Let's bring back our famous cutting board. You can use grapefruit as a garnish, but at home we're making it with minimum waste. That's why we will be garnishing it with a lime wheel and then just place it on top. And this is our home version of basic Paloma cocktail. For this version you can use highball or Collins glass. Also start it with a fresh lime, roll it a little bit and then cut it in half. And this time we're going to rim our glass not just with salt but also with pepper. Since I'm mixing them together, I prefer to use fine salt, and we need about 1 tablespoon. No, we actually need just a little bit more. I'm going to mix it together with spoon and just shake the plate a little bit. You don't have to always rim entire glass, and this time I will just put salt and pepper on one side. I usually take my time when rim with lime juice. I need to make sure that salt and pepper stick to the glass really well. This time I will be using medium-sized clear ice cubes. Let's fill it up all the way to the top. And first time on Vlad Flix we will be using 100% Blue Agave Dwayne Rock Johnson's Reposada Teremana Tequila. It's really good tequila, but it costs over $30, so please let me know in the comments what other brands you would buy in this price range. Now let's squeeze 1/2 ounce of fresh lime juice. You don't have to, but I will be using squeezer this time. Now we need to add high quality grapefruit soda. There are a few popular brands including Jarritos, San Pellegrino and others, but I haven't tried any of them. I tried with cube mixers, grapefruit soda, and it tastes absolutely incredible. Now I'm going to stir it lightly with knife. You're probably asking right now why the f you would do that, but that's actually because Don Javier, who created Paloma cocktail, was known for stirring cocktails with huge knife. I need to add 1 more piece of ice, and this time for garnish we will use fresh grapefruit. Let's cut it in half, make 1 thin slice, and place it right on the side of the cocktail. Saving turtles with 1 metal straw at a time. Please let me know in the comments which version do you prefer to make and drink, number 1 with grapefruit and soda water, or number 2 with grapefruit soda. Now let's make expert version, which is gonna be pretty incredible twist, a variation on Paloma cocktail. We also need a fresh lime, but instead of regular salt rim, we're going to put it on the side of the glass. I will take half of my lime and slide it a few times from bottom to top. Now I will place glass straight on a salt line. I'm using coarse salt and it has pretty large crystals, so it's not that easy to stick into the glass, but you just need a little more patience and you will get it right. Let's put everything on the side, and we will be mixing this cocktail in a shaker, so let's start putting ingredients in the mixing glass. For a smoky flavor we need 1.5 ounces of Mezcal. I specifically went to a Mexican store to get this lime, so let's squeeze 1/2 ounce of fresh juice. Pour it into a mixing glass. Next I will use 1 dash of grapefruit bitters from Fee Brothers. Now let's cut some grapefruit, and I need to squeeze 1.5 ounces of juice. Actually for grapefruits I would recommend to use a different type of juicer, not the lime squeezer, but mine is broken, so I will be using citrus squeezer. As a sweetener I will be using agave nectar and just need 1/4 ounce. Now let's fill it up shaker with ice, pour all ingredients inside and shake it for like 15-20 seconds. Now using regular and fine strainer, pour it into our highball glass. I will put 3 medium-sized ice cubes, then add about 1 ounce of club soda on top. For the garnish we will need 1 slice of grapefruit and coat both sides with salt and pepper. Then place it gently on the side between glass and ice.